Welcome to Module 14, our penultimate module, our second to last module for ECE 410. Congratulations. I know for many of you, this may be your last class at the MCC. So, wow, almost done. How exciting. I just wanted to go through what Module 14 will hold. In this video. As I mentioned in Module 13, Module 14 is a continuation focusing on guiding behavior. Why? Why are we spending 2 modules on guiding behavior? Guiding behavior is one of the most important things that teachers need to do when working with young children. As you saw in Module 13, we expel and suspend more children from pre-K than we do from middle and high school, which is just nuts. And that shows us that really teachers aren't equipped to deal with young children's behavior. The other thing is that teacher job satisfaction is impacted by their ability to support young children's behavior, right? So when you feel frustrated, overwhelmed, that you can't handle a young and support a young child's behavior, then you feel, this isn't the career for me. I don't like my job. I don't want to be here. And young children sense that. So when you have the tools you need to successfully support young children with their behavior, then number one, you're a more effective teacher. Number two, you like your job better. Number three, you're supporting children who can develop self-regulation, who can develop the ability to handle frustration and tolerate frustration, who can develop those executive functioning skills that they will need later in life. So all of these things necessitate the need for us to spend a little more time talking about guiding behavior. So I'm going to share my screen. And research shows that guiding behavior is one of the things that early childhood teachers struggle the most with. It's one of the things that early childhood teachers feel the least equipped to handle, whether they've been teaching for 1 year or 20 years. It's the thing they find one of the hardest to do. So I'm going to share my screen and let's talk a little bit more about guiding behavior. So, and I've already, okay, here we go. So the module starts out with a video after this video about redirecting behavior and what exactly that looks like. Then we have the Rafferty reading, which again has strategies for supporting young children's behavior, classroom rules, contracts, positive reinforcement, structure, again, very specific strategies, proximity, etc. Okay, and then we have another video about challenging behavior in young children, what it means and how to support young children with challenging behavior. Then the Parenson article, which is here. And this article is more for people who are interested in working with school-age children, young school-age children, kindergarten, first grade, second grade age children, and helping children who are beyond preschool and in school-age settings with their behavior and supporting their behavior. It talks about what to do in a school-age setting when you're in desks or in a classroom, and helping young children to support their behavior. So that's the Parenson article. Okay, going back to our module, we have a video about behavior supports in practice, positive behavior supports in practice, developing and implementing a behavior plan. This video is about 4 minutes. This video here is about, I think it's about 5 minutes. And the first one, the redirecting Behavior is about 4 minutes. They're very short videos, but very insightful. Talks about how people develop a behavior plan, what it looks like, and how effective it can be, but what the components are and what's required. Then we have the Park and Lynch Park and Lynch article, which again talks about strategies for addressing behavior concerns in early childhood classrooms and specific strategies related to classroom routines and transitions, how to establish routines and expectations, scaffolding transitions, helping children to follow directions, analyzing the nature of tasks and task analysis, providing choices, identifying the functions of behavior, which is important, why children engage in behavior, and then also talking about a sample ABC chart, which the video talks about an ABC chart. This video here talking about a behavior plan, and then you see here in the Park and Lynch, you're going to see an ABC chart there, and then using reinforcers, offering cues and prompts. We've talked about prompts. Very thoughtful article with a lot of information that will help you. Then we have a short video about 8 minutes long about the pyramid model, which is another technique, another strategy, another program, sort of like RTI, that can be used to support young children's behavior. Then we have the Thelen Cliffman article. And this article is very powerful in that it talks just about transitions and how to support children during transitions. Many children struggle with transitions. Transitions are very hard for children. Going from one activity to the next activity, especially if children don't know what's happening next. And so this article talks about what teachers can do and strategies teachers can use to help children with transitions, and a lot of very powerful strategies here. So finally, there's a handout with techniques and strategies to help guide children's behavior. This is broken down into 4 categories. These strategies talks about your style, the way you interact with children, the environment, what you can do to create a space that supports young children's behavior, how you can organize the space and routines to support young children's behavior, and then how you can support child-to-child interactions to help young children have successful interactions and guide their behavior. So lots of materials and handouts and resources to help bolster your skills to be effective in supporting young children's behavior. We have our 3 fieldwork videos, and always our fieldwork discussion board. We have our self-reflection journal, and then we have information about our learning strategies project. I just want to remind you for your fieldwork videos, when you're writing about your videos, please write enough information so that I know that you have watched the videos. If you're giving me a very general summary, the same summary that I can read off the introduction to the videos, that's not enough specific information. So you want to have details that lead me to believe that you watched the video. Your module self-reflection journal, information about the learning strategies project here. So people again asked for examples of what the learning strategy project will look like. So I took some examples of strategies and created them. So here's the name of the strategy. This is the source I got that from, way back in socialization. Here's a definition in my own words, and here's an example. And I create the example myself. The example is my own unique example. Okay, here's another one, hand under hand. Here's where that came from, the source in APA format. Here's a definition in my own words. And here's an example of the strategy. Okay, the same for naturally reinforcing language. And this is the source that it came from. This is the definition of the strategy and an example in my own words. Okay, and Statman Wheel, creating trauma-sensitive classrooms, create and maintain consistent daily routines, definition, an example in my own words, my own example that I created. I have also, whoops, gonna close that out, sorry, have the course readings in APA format and the guidelines for the module here. And then finally, there are some optional readings regarding guiding behavior for you to connect to. So I hope that you find this module beneficial as always. If you celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful holiday and a wonderful long weekend with your family and loved ones. And I look forward to seeing you for module 15, our final module. So we're very close to the end. Thank you. As always, if anything preventing you from demonstrating your abilities or you have questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. Hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And as I said, reach out if there's anything I can do to support you. Enjoy the afternoon or morning or evening. Be well. Bye.